Chris Fedor, Cleveland Knockout Makeup. What stands out to you about this win?
I just think the fashion that we won in. I think a lot of times last year we, kind of had built a deficit against ourselves and had to come back and win in that fashion. And, tonight was one of those nights. But, what Don was saying, when we got down double digits, I went into the huddle and just said, all we have to do is, tie the ball game up, just, keep chipping away. And, the great teams, if that's what we want to be, we have to find a way to win ugly. And, we felt like we did that tonight. We kind of went on different runs. We got up, we got down, we finished the half, in a fashion that wasn't us. We come out slow to start the third quarter, and then as the game went on, we finally found ourselves. We kept chipping away. I think it was 6:30 left in the fourth quarter. We had, tied the game up, and from then on, we just felt like we got the stops. That gave us the juice on both ends of the floor to, get it done. But that was a big win for us tonight, and definitely showed our character and what we're about. I know that sometimes we probably drive the coaching staff a little bit crazy in how we go about our business, and I think JB continues to say, like, we just need to find ways to handle our success better and just continue to. It's okay getting a 10-point lead. We can take it to 15 and 20 points, but I know that we'll get there, and we'll continue that maturation process, and just we haven't played with each other all that much. A lot of injuries last year, and only 6 games into this season, and need to get DG and Ricky back, but we'll definitely take a 5-1 start, and in any fashion, if we can come out with a W, we'll take it.
You running out of superlatives for Donovan yet?
Oh man, he's been amazing. I think, what we've asked him to do, especially with DG being out after, only not even a half of basketball against Toronto in that first game. I've overheard you guys asking questions and him speaking, but, just the way that he goes about his business, the work that he puts in, on his body, on the court, film work, put in the time with his teammates, just being an all-around basketball player is, I think, inspiring for all of us to get on the floor, with him and to want to be better. Excuse me. We already had, such a great group, but I think he just elevates us to another place. Guy that has experience, a guy that, is a star in this league, and is playing some really great basketball right now. And just the way that he does go about his business, we don't see any signs of him slowing down. So he's been great for us, and. Kind of like you said, you start running out of words because he's just been great. Even in the game that he didn't shoot too well, he still was able to get it done for us.
Thank you.
Joe, I'm sorry. Jason.
Jason Lloyd, The Athletic. I don't think this was the moment you were referring to, but there was fourth quarter, going into a timeout, he starts right with the crowd, and you put your arm around him. I don't know if you remember putting your arm around him, and you said something to him. I don't know if you can share.
My recall is typically pretty good. I think it was actually 6:30, yeah, and it was just one of those I told you so. Now we have the work to do. Now it's we made it a 6-minute game. Now it's time for us to get the job done. So I think that was kind of what I told him. I told him to look at the clock, and I think there was 6:30 left. I forget if it was might have been 99-99. We had tied the game, and Tibbs had called a timeout, but I know that we had come back from a double-digit deficit. I forget what the timing was on the clock, but I don't know if it was to start the quarter, but I felt if we made it a 6-minute game that we were going to be very tough to beat, and we came out on top. So I think that was the moment that you alluded to.
Is he the player that you were expecting to come to Cleveland?
I think we mentioned it. I didn't watch all too much of Utah play, but he was obviously a great player there. A guy that everybody knew the name and knows the name Donovan Mitchell, but I think I'm always eager to learn and see and read about people's process, like how they go about their business, what I was saying earlier. And I love to see how, he puts the hours in, he puts the time in, he puts the reps in, and it's away from the floor, it's on the floor. And I think that makes him a very well-rounded player, and I think it is part of it being a fresh start for him that he wants to prove himself in a different way and show that he can win and win big. And I think with our personalities and just the type of team and coaching staff and organization that we have here, he fits in and blends in perfectly with us. So he gets to be, 100% unapologetically Donovan Mitchell, and that's who we want him to be.
Chris McNeese of Chronicles over here. Kevin, what can you say about the way the team was able to shoot from three tonight to 50 shots total as a team? It wasn't just you, Donovan, and Dean. JB said he felt like you guys were just getting really good looks.
Yeah, we definitely were, and we watched a lot of film on the Knicks and how they pack the paint and how they, help in certain places. So we felt like, sticking true to one of our 5 words and or sayings and one more, we felt like that would be there tonight. Whether it be them packing the paint, whether them taking away the nail and just, spraying out, or, our hit-ahead action, we were able to get up. 53s is a lot, and I don't know. I don't know what that, in years past or when we had, and 23 makes is a lot, but I don't know if we've gone to 50 more than a couple times. I can't say I've seen that number on a stat sheet, at least for a long time. It escapes me, but I think we were taking the shots that were there, and very few of them, if any, were bad shots. So again, we have guys that can really shoot it on this team, and if they're there, we would, there was a time a couple years back where we didn't get up enough, and now it's it's looking like we're able to kind of bust the seams of the defense, be able to attack the paint and spray out for threes. So we'll take that any chance we can get.
Yes.
Kelsey Roos, The Athletic. Kevin, to go back to Donovan for a second and elaborate, what is it though about his personality that has just allowed him to fit so seamlessly in so early?
I think he just, he's a Virgo. We have the same birthday, so obviously he has a great personality. No, but he, I think he's just, I've known Don for a while now, obviously a lot closer now, playing on the same team, but, it was, to me, when we got the news that he had been traded here, I was like, oh man, he's just going to fit perfect because his personality is great. And just he's well, this is the right way to say it, but he's just one of us. He's all about the right things. He's like I was telling Jason, 20 shots for him isn't a lot, but he's putting up 38 points. He's getting to the line. He's shooting 8 for 13 from 3. But even when he's shooting 25, 26, 27 shots, he's still getting everybody involved. He's still playing at a pace that, nobody's looking at him and say, oh, man, what is he doing? He's very intentional and how he plays. He's very intentional in how he involves his teammates. And the same thing off the floor as well. He stepped right in and just, all about the right things, and it feels like, exactly what JB and the coaching staff wants. He's all for it. He's all about it. So we love that. We don't have one bad egg on this team.
Marla Riley, our Academy Journal. You've been here for a lot of big moments in this building, and I know it's so early, but when he made that 4-point play, it felt like the place was shaking. What did it feel like to you?
Oh, those are the moments. We had some of those. Last year where it felt like, all right, we're building into something that is really fun and special, but to have it early in the season like this and to be, it's always great to get out and do your work early and get to a record like 5-1. You have to, just like you break up games. You know, you break up certain points in the season with 82 regular season games. So to have a start like this is great for us. But you know, I think you know, those are the moments that you live for. But again, I think all of these guys, including Don, you know, put the time in. So to see him have a moment like that, you know, I think it's a beautiful thing. He's well deserving.
Last one, Danny.
Danny Cunningham, ESPN Cleveland. I realize it's only 6 games in, but how much fun are you having as being part of this team?
I mean, yeah, a lot of fun. I mean, we are very balanced. We have a very deep team, and you know, as you guys all know, we're missing, you know, all-star and franchise point guard in DG, and you know, a guy that has helped, you know, build our culture, and again is you know, somebody who we absolutely, you know, love and cherish on this team, and that's Ricky Rubio. So we know that we're missing those 2 guys, but you know, it's you know, something even more so to look forward to. So if we can, you know, get all the guys that are out with you know, whatever's nagging them, and getting everybody healthy is going to make us a better team. But just in the way that we're winning now, and you know, how we're going about our business, it's always fun, and showing up to work every day is a beautiful thing.
Then in the fourth quarter, there was a lot of 2-man action with you and Donovan. What did you guys see defensively while you were playing that stretch?
I just think, you know, we were holding each other accountable and just being in the right spots. I think we were in such a good rhythm and flowing on the offensive end. Like the ball has energy, and you know, it's almost like we wanted to, you know, do whatever we could to get the stops, to get the rebound, force them into just one shot possessions, and just get out on the offensive end, because we felt like we had a really great thing going. So again, lineups were matched up. Guys were in and out. There's not going to be many games where JA is sitting on the bench at the end of the game. But again, I think that was just a feel from JB and how we were going in those moments, and you know, it worked out in our favor.
James, gonna wrap up.